One Dexter Resurrection Episode 5 fan theory is making the rounds online faster than Dexter can wrap a body in plastic. What if Charley isn't working for Leon Prater out of loyalty, but because he's got her backed into a very dark, very expensive corner? Here's the setup. In episode 5, we catch a fleeting but telling moment. Charley visiting her sick mother in the hospital. It's tender, quiet, almost jarringly human compared to her usual steely military precision. And now, the rumour mill is in overdrive. Is Prater secretly paying for Mum's treatment, effectively owning Charley without a single spoken threat? But before we start peeling this onion, and yes, there will be tears, do the Holy Trinity. Subscribe, like and comment, and if you're feeling particularly supportive, hit that channel membership. It keeps us fueled on caffeine and conspiracy theories. Now, scalpel ready. Let's open this one up. So, if this theory holds, Charley could be a ticking time bomb in Prater's inner circle. The moment Dexter's true identity lands on Prater's desk, she might not just stand by, she might actively help Dexter, even slipping him those infamous blood slides Prater's hoarding in his private trophy vault. Imagine that twist. The right-hand woman becomes the silent saboteur. And here's the delicious irony. Fans have already been dissecting Prater like he's the main course of the season's mystery banquet. But in this narrative, he's just the garnish. And no, it's not just because he's small. The real meal, Charley's arc. Reddit sleuths point to episode 5 as a clear tonal shift. With her mother, Charley is gentle, warm, unrecognisably soft, like a lioness that suddenly sits down to lick her cubs instead of hunting. Then there's the lie. She tells her mum she's a school teacher helping students find confidence. Sweet on paper, but in reality, it's the kind of cover story that's stitched together with guilt. The subtext screams, I cannot tell you what I actually do because deep down, I know you'd be horrified. And if Prater is indeed bankrolling her mother's care, that's not just leverage, that's chains. Golden chains, sure, but still chains. And Charley seems painfully aware of them. It would explain why she visibly cringes at Prater's grotesque serial killer trophy collection. When Dexter gets the grand tour of the vault, she doesn't even step inside, like someone refusing to enter a slaughterhouse they've been pretending is an art gallery. She's not exactly thrilled about her muscle duties either. When tasked with delivering Prater's message to Mia, she hesitates. That's not the behaviour of someone who's all in, that's the look of a person quietly asking themselves, how did I end up here? Even Uma Thurman herself seems to be dropping breadcrumbs. In a behind-the-scenes chat via Dexter on Paramount Plus with Showtime, she describes Charley as ex-military, stoic, and the master of giving nothing away. But then she slips in that telling line. She's not what she appears to be, which in fan theory speak might as well be a flashing neon sign that says, keep digging. Now let's zoom out. If Charley is being coerced, that opens a dozen branching paths for the writers. Does she bide her time waiting for the perfect moment to flip? Does she team up with Dexter in an uneasy alliance? Or, and this would be very Dexter, does she betray both men for her own endgame? That kind of triple cross would be peak Showtime chaos. And think about this. In the Dexter universe, morality is never black and white. It's murky swamp water. Harry Morgan had his code, Deborah bent it, and Dexter, well, Dexter turned it into his own bloody religion. Charley could easily slot into that moral grey zone, walking the tightrope between survival and conscience. Could this be one of those rare TV cases where fans actually predict the twist before it hits? Possibly. But this is Dexter we're talking about, a show that's been making U-turns for over 2 decades. We could be spot on, or we could be laughably wrong, the way Miami Metro usually is. Either way, theories like this keep the fandom alive and kicking, so are you team Charley the Mole, team Charley the Loyal, or team she's playing a game we haven't even clocked yet? Drop your hot takes in the comments, and remember, in Dexter's world, trust is a myth, alliances are temporary, and sometimes the quietest character in the room is holding the sharpest knife.